Hello there and welcome to another episode of Either Side of Nhill. I'm Kristy and one half of this molto bene podcasting duo. And as always, we'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land we are recording. For me, it's the Boonwurrung people of the Kulin Nation, and for cousin Ben, who's recording on the lands of the Kaurna Nation. We pay our respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. So please let me introduce to the mic the one with the velvety smooth voice, which has been described as delicious as dark chocolate, 98%, if you don't mind. My lovely cousin Ben. Hi, Ben. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah.
Sorry, my voice is breaking. It's just
Velvety.
velvety.
Oh, yeah. You got
so
some
velvety.
fans out there, just saying.
Oh, that's so nice. I'm blushing. That's such a nice thing to say. Wow. I'm going really, really well. It's actually a beautiful day here in Adelaide, sunny Adelaide. It's winter, but it's beautiful and sunny. How are you going?
Yeah, really good. And did you know that today we are in full party and celebration mode? Because do you know why? It's our first 6 months anniversary.
Woohoo! Yes.
We are
We've done it.
celebrating all the wins. Excuse me. We're celebrating the mid-year. It's and all the awesome people that we've spoken to and continue to speak to, and growing this amazing little podcast. So
It's great.
let's party like it's 1999, or I don't know. Let's
Oh.
just go nuts-o, Ben.
Let's do it. I've got a honey and lemon drink. I've got water. It's
yeah.
just, I'm in my trackies. It doesn't get much better than that, honestly.
No, it's fantastic.
And we're getting a bit of media coverage too, Kristy. Why don't you tell our listeners if they don't already know?
Yeah, I know. This week we had a really awesome early morning opportunity to chat with ABC Wimmera Andrew Kelso, and it was really heaps of fun. And we got to talk about why we started the podcast, who we've been chatting to, how the podcast originated, and just he got to know us a little bit better, and it was really fun. I was a little bit
great.
nervous. Oh, hang on, I think I was excited more than nervous. I didn't get nervous, but I did notice I say a lot.
Yeah, you said that after. I didn't pick it up. Really? Okay. But it's okay because Andrew reckons he does it a lot too, so it's okay.
Yeah, but it was really fun. I loved speaking with him, and it was weird just being on the radio.
That was great, yeah. So much fun. So thanks ABC Wimmera for having us, because that was great. But we're also going to have some. So we have a story in the Nhill and Conniva Times very soon as well.
Yeah.
Emily Gladys is putting an article together, so we'll keep you posted as to when that comes out.
Yeah, and we'll reshare that across the Facebook and the old Instagram. So there's been lots happening, and it's been a really excellent week. But there's also been lots happening, especially in Nhill. So let's kick it off here as we chat to Kat Colbert.
Yes.
We're pretty excited to welcome our next VIP guest back to the ESON pod, which I have to say is like the cone of silence. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding, cue the national anthem, the amazing, the one and only, the best chair of any steering committee in the entire world, Kat Colbert. Woo!
Hey, Kat.
Morning, how are we?
G'day, how you going?
Hi, Kat. Good to see you. How are you?
Yeah, going well. Yeah, busy month in Nhill with sport, which is great.
Oh, good. Well, funny about that. Well, that's what we're going to chat to you about. Awesome. Hey, can you believe February was the last time we chatted with you for the Women in Sports edition, which was a great podcast. Can you believe how long ago that was?
No, someone asked me the other day and I said, I think it was April. So, yeah, I was way off.
Yeah.
And you know, can I say, though, Kat, that was actually, that interview with you was kind of our first into Nhill, because people went, oh, Kat, she's awesome. And then that really helped us to snowball and get some more networking. And it was really kind of the moment where we went, okay, we got to learn more about this town. Don't you reckon, Kristy?
Yeah,
Would you agree?
it was. Yeah, absolutely. We our numbers really started to spike from that, Kat.
Yeah.
So we actually owe everything to you.
We do.
We do.
So we've gone viral. Is that what you're
Totally.
saying?
Yeah.
Totally viral. Yeah. In a good way, of course. You know.
Yeah, Nhill viral. Yeah.
Nhill viral. That's it. That's all we need. That's all we need.
Well,
So
Oh, no,
Oh,
no, you go,
Jesus.
Ben. No, this
Oh,
is
please.
shit already, isn't it?
It's okay. We can do some editing later. That's cool. Now, we've got you on today because we want to do a bit of a sports update because there's been a lot happening in the world of sport in Nhill and the region. Can we start? I guess we've got to start with the big footy match that happened on the 4th of June. Can you tell our listeners what happened on that day, and were you there?
I was there, yes, contributing to the Carlton draft booth tent a little bit. So the day itself, our secretary Shrivey had put in for a competition with the Carlton draft where they sent out ex-AFL players to come and play a regional match and get a bit of a vibe happening at footy. And we were lucky enough to get ex-AFL player Daisy Thomas from Collingwood.
It's a good choice, wasn't it?
Carlton,
Yeah.
at Collingwood. Yeah, he fitted in really well with the boys in particular. I think he's a bit of a lad. So, yeah, being a part of our playing group, was seamless.
Yeah.
For him, he was brilliant.
And did it sort of kick on into the evening? Were there events that sort of happened after the game, or was it just the game itself?
No, so he stayed. He brought along Ben Dixon from Hawthorn, and they did a sportsman's night. And we also auctioned off a lot of his playing gear and pretty much everything he owned on the night.
He just started taking shoes off.
Yeah. So I heard one of his interviews in Melbourne, and he's like, "Yeah, they gave me a footy bag and they made me sign it at the end of the day and took it off me and auctioned it off." So I think he left Nhill with less belongings than he came with.
Fantastic.
Bit of a clear out.
Yeah, he did, but it was amazing fundraiser for the club. We received $5,000 from Carlton Draft for hosting the day, and with the auction, I think they raised over $8,000.
Unreal.
Really?
That's
Oh my
so
gosh.
good. Is that going to be? Is that an annual thing? Like, is it going to be happening each year? Because that would be awesome for the club.
It would be amazing. I think they're going to try and get Daisy back for the vote count, just purely for entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
But look, I think it was a one-off between Carlton Draft and Fox Footy, but the theory and the aim of it, I think, has a really good opportunity to be an annual thing for struggling clubs.
I reckon
It
totally makes sense, and if you can get the big sponsors like those two guys to come into local towns, it just makes an absolute boost, because it would have been just bang the desk then, but there would have been like sold out, accommodation in Nhill, and town would have been pumping, and
we had about 1,500 people at the footy, I think is the number.
Unreal.
They're working with. So we had a lot of ex-locals come back for the weekend and catch up with family, and it was a really good opportunity to highlight Nhill as a place to come. But from the sporting club's perspective, it shows that we can put on big events, and sort of hoping we can host a final later in the year for footy and netball.
Yeah, fantastic. I watched it online, and it was pretty exciting. So it was really good to have the link, excuse me, for the people that couldn't be there. So, it was really good. Still felt the excitement, and there was lots happening on social media. So, it was really cool. Yeah,
they did a great job with the vloggers. Apparently the junior footballers knew more about, the YouTube sensations that came on behalf of Carlton Draft than Daisy's playing career. But, they just did an amazing job. And, just the atmosphere was just incredible. It was a grand final, and Nhill playing in a grand final, which, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah,
fantastic.
So good. Hey,
excellent.
So next up, what else is happening in the town of Nhill? Anything happening with new tennis courts?
There is, yes. They're finally getting their new club rooms, which, again, is a long time coming. They poured the concrete slab about 10 days ago. So that was very exciting, and the tradies have been coming and going ever since. So it's, brilliant to see that happening, because there's just no cover or buildings there without it after the last one got ripped open with a storm. So
far out. Seems to be a lot of storms going through Nhill. Remember when we did our when I got all the facts wrong about all the pubs in Nhill that time, and I thought I was being really smart.
Yeah.
And the roof has been ripped off the pub about 15 times. What's with all the roofs getting ripped off in Nhill?
Oh, it's just incredible. And like every pub's been set on fire a number of times. Like you could do a couple of hours on that alone. It's
the great fires of Nhill.
Yeah.
But we've had a bit of whinge.
Yeah. So did the tennis clubs, did they have to raise the money themselves, or did they get some help from council, or what was the story? Because that would cost a lot of money to get all that concrete redone.
Yeah, so they've demolished the old club rooms, which was sort of just a weatherboard, probably one of the original buildings there.
Yeah.
And they're now putting up sort of a glamorous shed, I guess, for a better term. It'll be fitted out on the inside, but I think they went out to tender, and it was with the steel prices and COVID and supply issues, the costs just were incredible. So they've had a lot of support from council. I'm going to get berated about that comment when certain tennis movers do that.
I'm laughing. Oh. And is that concrete some of Beery's handiwork?
It is Beery's concrete, yes. So.
We're chatting to him a bit later on, so I'll ask him about that.
Yes, he's...
that'll be good. So it will be good to have the new tennis, the clubhouse up and running. It'll be good for the community as well.
Yeah, well, being a summer sport, they play in ridiculous weather, so... just having somewhere to sit in between games and
the hot shed
in the shed. Hopefully it'll have air conditioning for them, but
stage 2 of the project.
Roll the door.
Yeah.
Hopefully it has doors.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just being silly.
You're trying to get Kat in trouble.
I'm gonna get...
I love tennis so much, I can't tell you.
She does. Yeah, absolutely. So that's really good news. Now, the Nhill Golf Club has just celebrated its 100th annual June tournament. Can you tell us a bit about that one, Kat?
Yes, I can. Not a golfer myself, but the golf club committee and Janine has sent me through an amazing rap sheet for what happened for the weekend. But it's the biggest tournament for them for the year, and it's a great fundraising opportunity. They had 463 rounds of golf over the 5 days.
That's a lot of golf, isn't it?
It's incredible.
I can't believe that number. That's such a lot of golf. There must be like people teeing off every 2 minutes. But anyway, that's awesome. Keep going. Sorry, I interrupted you. I'm good at that.
No, it's all good. So they've tried to get it up and running over COVID. So it's for the committee to get it up and running again this year, and to be so successful is an absolute credit to them. The golf club is looking spectacular at the minute. Shane does an amazing job. It's we're probably a bit biased here in Nhill, but we do think it's the best golf club in the Wimmera, but probably also the state as well. So, we'll claim it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and understand, like you're saying, they've been trying to get this comp up for the last couple of years, but with COVID, it hasn't happened. And what were the numbers like? Did they have a lot of people? Obviously, they did, but they had a lot of people come through.
Yes, they did. They could have hosted the tournament last year, but with the regional and metro lockdowns, it would have just been a regional attendees list. And the city people love coming to Nhill for the golf tournament. The accommodation's booked out, the pubs are full of people, and the main street's just got a really good vibe to it, with people going out for coffee before games, or people that come for the weekend that don't play golf. It's really fantastic. But I think they had 143 ladies and 320 men over the weekend.
That's a lot, isn't it? That's fantastic. And it's also a really good opportunity to reconnect with some of your old buddies that you haven't seen for a while, and connect with some new friends as well. Yeah,
it's really good. We get a lot of people coming home for the weekend for it. Yeah. And the Wimmera League now have put a bye on the June long weekend. So we do have a lot of footballers that dabble in golf as well. So they didn't have to choose
That's fantastic.
on Saturday. So yeah, it's really good. You sort of like the fundraising aspect, just the local economy just benefits so much from it, that with the accommodation and no, it's just fantastic for the town.
And also it's a really good opportunity for the local sponsors to get involved as well and get a bit of exposure. So can you tell us about some of the sponsors that they had?
Absolutely, as I flip my page.
You're all over it.
It's such a professional. So they do a great job sourcing sponsors from around, both Nhill and out of town. So the major tournament sponsor is Friends of the Nhill Golf Club. The event sponsors on Thursday, we have the Nhill Pharmacy. Friday is Aussie Vac and Quinn and Eye Care in Horsham. Saturday is Green Taylor Partners in Horsham. Sunday is Shannon Brothers from Hopeton and Drummond Golf Ballarat. And Monday's tournament is sponsored by WestMix Bears, which is a local business here in Nhill and Golf City.
That's really good, isn't it? It's a good opportunity for those sponsors to get a bit more exposure to the new people coming into town. And then understand there's a whole bunch of prizes that people could win, hole-in-one, spinning wheels, not sure what that is, but it seems like there's lots of sponsors.
Just doing donuts in golf buggies on the fairway, I think that's what that was.
That would be my only golf prize. I think I'd be eligible for that one, but they've done a great job, and the spinning wheel's actually the old school.
Like pluck a duck.
Like the Price is Right,
pluck a duck wheel
style.
Yeah.
Right.
Fantastic.
Okay. Fantastic. Oh, that sounds great.
Excellent weekend. As we wrap up today, Kat, I wanted to ask you one more question about sports. And do you know much about the Tour de France?
Oh, look, I know it's located in France.
Wrong. Oh, no, that is right. Sorry. No, that's correct. Sorry.
Don't test. I say that, but...
Well,
it's not... Go on. It's not always fully in France, but hey, I'm so ignorant about Tour de France as well. Kristy's the one that knows all about it. But carry on. We keep interrupting you, Kat. So sorry.
I know, it's fine. I did a bit of reresearch because you're going to ask me.
Because we're so excited to see you, Kat, and we're just so happy to have you back on the podcast. But the Tour de France kicks off next Friday night. Actually starts in Paris and ends in Paris this year. It always ends in Paris, but sometimes it does start in different countries. Oh, Ben, what? Ben, it's fact. Stop laughing.
No, it's true. I'm not laughing. I'm laughing because Kat went to tell us what she knows about it and we cut her off again.
And then I just started crying. All right.
We're out of time.
Yeah. Thank you. Au revoir.
We might need to tidy that little bit up. So
nah.
It's not a very interesting fact. I was just going to say the length of the Tour de France is like riding to Melbourne to Adelaide through Nhill like 4.7 times or something.
What?
Oh, what?
But it's flat, so it wouldn't be nearly as exciting.
I reckon I could do
crazy.
that. I reckon I could do it.
In 3 weeks?
Oh, well, nah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, probably. Anyway.
You stop off for a sausage roll every time. You're right.
But it is going to be an awesome month, and I will be turning nocturnal. There'll be competitions. I'll be putting some polls up online, so it'll be heaps of fun stuff happening.
Massive bags under your eyes. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. As we wrap up with you today, Kat, is there anything coming up in Nhill that you'd like to promote or plug? No.
Netball finals, footy finals.
Netball finals.
Oh,
footy
awesome.
finals.
Of course.
Under 14 footy, I think should be looking at finals, and for the first time in our history, I think, which someone will pull me up on that, I'm sure, we've got our 3 senior netball teams looking at finals as well. So yeah, some have got a bit of an easier run than other teams, but yeah, hopefully we're aiming for all 3 senior netball teams to make finals, which
good luck to everyone
incredible.
playing. That's really cool. Hopefully get some good weather as well. And We always ask our VIP guests this, but I reckon we asked you your fish and chip order last time.
We did.
Did you have
did.
Did you have
And
the 20 calamari rings? Was that you?
Yeah. I don't know, 20. I think that's it was calamari and I panicked. But since then, I'm not sure if that counts as fish. But since then, I've had crumbed whitehead tails.
Oh,
right.
Whitehead tails. Oh, God, now I've
No.
done that.
Oh.
Crumb fish in the air fryer. I've become an air fryer
Oh.
convert for crumb fish.
Have you?
Any good?
Awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Wow,
Yum.
okay.
Sounds good. And because I had a backup question if you didn't want to share your fish and chip order.
And what was that?
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay. We'll save it for interview number 3.
Yeah.
Because we have to get you back.
Yeah. It's been great having you on. Thank you so much for all the updates. There's so much happening in Nhill sporting wise, and good luck to the netballers and the footy, the under 14s, and go and sign your name in Beery's wet cement.
He did a pour at our house the other week, so I have actually done that
There
recently.
you go.
But we track the cement trucks wherever they go at the minute, with our little boys being best friends. So
Okay.
whenever we see a concrete truck, it's Beery.
Oh,
Yeah.
Doing a pour. So,
fantastic.
yeah,
You're not just like a crazy stalker.
no, well, no.
Thanks for joining us today, Kat. It was great to chat to you again. We'll talk to you again soon.
Okay,
Great.
see
Thanks
ya.
for having me, guys.
Cheers.
See you later.
See ya. Oh, what a great chat with Kat that was. She's always
Love it.
so much fun.
She's an absolute legend. Really loved chatting to her. Thank you so much for your time.
And glad to know she's done her research for a change. That was good too. Thanks.
Ben!
I'm sorry. I can't help it. She's good fun. She's good fun. What's up next?
Righto, Ben, now it's time for everyone's favourite segment. Yes, it's our Fast Five. And today we're fast fiving with the master concreter of Nhill, the super mixer with the lot, Mr. Aaron Beery to his mates from WestMix Concrete. G'day, Aaron. How are you?
Yeah, well, thanks.
How you going, Beery?
Yeah, good, mate.
That's the way.
Can we call you Beery? Is that okay?
Yeah,
Oh.
everyone else does, so I can't see
good.
why not.
Oh,
It's
God
kind of
for that.
too late.
Yeah, I was
Yeah, I
sweating.
think that ship sailed.
I was sweating concrete bullets. All right, Beery, before we kick off, I heard that it's the anniversary of your first year of WestMix Concrete. God, it's hard with my false teeth. So can you please tell us about your business and what you do?
Yeah, look, the anniversary's coming up pretty soon. We sort of wanted to get into it a few years ago when it first came up for sale, but we missed out. But we were lucky enough to deal with Sandy, the previous owner, and throughout COVID, he was on the South Australian side, and obviously the business is in Victoria. So happy to get rid of it. So we got lucky, and yeah, now we've got the 4 trucks and the batching plant, and we're full noise.
Wow, that's fantastic. And has that growth happened since you've picked it up? Most
not
of that
really.
growth, or
It's-
no? It was.
No, it's a pretty solid business. I think, throughout COVID, a lot of people were doing little backyard jobs and building sheds and pergolas and all that sort of stuff. So that definitely helped. But the agriculture sort of farming community around here that we've got is really big on silos and self-storage. So that's sort of a big boom at the moment.
Oh yeah,
So
absolutely.
do you do a lot of commercial, like home jobs, or is it industrial?
Yeah, just pretty much everything.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever people need concrete for, we're happy to help them out.
Fantastic. And have you always lived in Nhill or the area, Beery, or are you from somewhere else and you came to Nhill?
Yeah, no, born and bred here.
Okay.
Ducked off to a few different places over the years to have a bit of a look around, but yeah, it's always sort of steer back this way.
Yeah. And what do you like about the area?
So it's pretty laid back, nice and cruisy. It's not too far from sort of Adelaide, Melbourne. It's at that halfway mark, so you can go either way. But yeah, it's just the people are really nice. You pretty much know everyone in the community. So like I said, just laid back, and I like that relaxing feel.
Yeah, cool.
That is so good. I want to talk a bit more about concrete, Beery. So can I ask you, what is the best thing you've ever set in concrete? And for example, have you ever set an egg in concrete?
No, I don't think we've ever set anything in concrete, but I did have a hairdresser in Melbourne last week and asked me if I've ever been sort of bribed to put bodies in concrete, which is definitely not something we've done. It's probably a pretty niche market, I would have thought, but not for me. But that's probably not so much set things in concrete, but that's probably the funniest thing I've been asked about.
Does it annoy you when people put their initials in wet concrete?
Yeah, not a fan. Yeah, being from a builder, I'm a builder by trade, and that's very annoying.
So babies' footprints and handprints and dog footprints, you're all none of that either?
Yeah, no, I built a new shed about 12 months ago, and my kids haven't got their handprints in my slab, that's for sure.
Nothing's ruining that finish.
No.
It's so tempting. It's so tempting. You just want to put your initials in or love heart or,
Kristy, don't.
Foo.
You're getting angry. Come on.
Who's that thing with the foo over the fence?
No, we had did a job a couple of weeks ago and just finished screening off and their dog ran straight through the middle of their footpath. So,
oh no,
so, yeah, between dogs and kids, I just don't think they need to be anywhere near the concrete.
No, it's not a good combo.
Not good at all.
There's absolute evidence it's not going away.
No, it's definitely not.
Do you get annoyed, Beery, at people who don't know much about concrete?
No, not really. It's like anything. Everyone's got to learn. So it's great when people come in and want to try and do it themselves. They don't obviously have that much time to get it right because it does go off. But I'm always happy to try and pass them on some advice and help them out. But I like people to have a bit of a go.
Have you seen some dodgy concreting jobs? Like
there's some horrible stuff.
Oh God, tell us, what's the worst one? Like crumbling.
Just people that just don't finish it off properly, and it's like a cheese grater if you fall over it. But that's it's not real good. But like I said, they're having a go, so we can't knock them for that.
You don't want to come here because I reckon it was probably about 6 years ago. I hired a concrete cutter and cut a channel out of a bit of concrete because I wanted to put a new downpipe into the street. And I had like one bag of the pre-mixed concrete and I ran out and it got dark and I never finished it. So there's like a half reinstated trench with a bit of PVC exposed and like the ivy's growing. It's terrible. Every time I take the bins out, I have to take it over that channel. It's like every single week I need to get more concrete into that channel.
One day jobs.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly.
God. I mean, Aaron, he's probably he's going bright red in the face. He's so embarrassed for you, Ben.
I know.
That is the worst.
And it wasn't a good job either. Like it is, it's the cheat. You wouldn't want to trip on it. Yeah, you'd cut your knee open.
Yeah.
Lift your feet.
That's it. So, Beery, we always have a bonus question for our VIP guests, which you now join that illustrious list.
Oh, look out.
Can you tell us what is your standard fish and chip order?
Oh, I'm going to be honest, not a real big fish and chip sort of a person. But I must admit, if we get takeaway, it's a large chips, a pepperoni pizza, and a pizza with a lot as well.
Yum.
That's the go-to. And I think it's a little bit sad when the local guy down here knows exactly what our order's going to be.
He just hears your voice and says, we're on it. Yeah.
Sort of pretty much tells us to maybe try something different, but we're pretty happy with what we get.
Yeah, fantastic.
Well, I'm the same with pizza. Good. I always go for an Aussie because I just bloody well love egg on pizza.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of egg on pizza and pineapple. What's with pineapple?
Yeah. Oh, hang on. You're going to start firing everyone up now. That's a very divisive issue.
You don't cook it.
Oh, well, that wraps up our Fast Five, Beery. Thanks so much for joining us today, and all the best with the business. Sounds like it's going great guns. So we'll chat to you again another time. Thanks for joining us on Fast Five.
Beautiful. Cheers. Thanks for having me.
That was excellent Fast Five. Good on you, Aaron, or Beery as he's known.
Cheers, Aaron.
Yeah, that was really good. Thanks so much for being part of the Fast Five. All right, well, that just about wraps up another episode. But before we head off, I want to share some awesome things that are happening in the old Melbourne town. Last night, I attended an online event, which was Chat 10 Looks 3 with Lee Sales and Annabelle Crabb. It was really, really fun. It was live from the Enmore Theatre and they were both dressed up as Madonnas. It was pretty funny. Yeah, it was a good night, and listening to these two guys they've got a podcast, so it was a live podcast.
Right.
So
okay.
they had some live guests as well, playing some music as well. But it was really inspirational for us to watch that. And then finally, NGV Friday Nights is back. So it's winter nights at the NGV in Melbourne, right through till October. They've also got the Picasso Masterpieces exhibition happening as well. But Friday nights, they have a bar and pop-up music happening in the Garden Restaurant out at NGV. So good fun stuff to do on a Friday night, Ben, if you're in the city.
Oh, wow, that sounds fantastic. Well, for Adelaide, we've got the Illuminate Festival. So the Cabaret Festival actually finishes tonight. So this recording is going to go out once the Cabaret Festival is all done. So tonight, the 25th of June, is actually the end, and it's been huge. Tina Arena was the ambassador, and it's just gone crazy with the Festival Plaza all having been redone sort of earlier in the year. So they've really made the most of that space. But Illuminate Festival, it's an immersive light installation with artworks, large-scale activations, lots of technology and AI and projection throughout the city of Adelaide. But what's really cool about Illuminate is that they've actually got some regional exhibitions and installations as well happening right through to September. So Renmark, Mount Gambier and Victor Harbour, which are really big regional areas in South Australia.
Oh, it's good that they don't miss out, Ben. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And I believe it may have actually started in Mount Gambier. I think. I could have that wrong.
Okay.
So apologies if that's incorrect, but I think that may be where it started. So they like to continue to do it in the regions. But what I was thinking when you said NGV is that we've got all these free places you can go, including the gallery, the art gallery of South Australia in North Terrace, right next to Adelaide Uni, in between that and the museum. So with these more milder winter days, rug up and get out into the city and head to the art gallery, or there's plenty of regional art galleries. There's always lots of exhibitions coming up.
The big one in Bendigo, the Elvis exhibition at the minute. So that's also happening. Yeah.
Wow.
Coming up in our next episode, Ben, we have a really good surprise for everyone. And actually, we're going to be chatting with Andrew Kelso. Yep, we twisted his both arms, and he's going to join us on our next episode. So Andrew's from ABC Wimmera, and he'll be our special VIP guest. It's going to be an absolute cracker. Yeah, really looking forward to it.
Yeah, unreal. And can't wait for that one.
Yeah, it's going to be a good episode, Ben. All right, that's about it from us, guys. Have a great rest of the weekend, and see you next time.
See you later.